Have you been wanting to heal, but the idea of going through the process is so scary that you're like, I'm just going to stay where I'm at? Or maybe you are healing and you feel frustrated because things are not going as fast as you planned, or the process of healing is so much harder than you envisioned. Let's talk about the misconceptions that may be causing you to be going through the struggle bus that you're going through while you're on your healing process. What's up? I'm your girl, Natasha Bryant, and I'm here to talk to you about healing and the misconceptions that we have about healing. You may be thinking, what do you know about healing? How do you know all these things? Well, I'm a licensed clinical social worker. I am a psychotherapist. I'm also a confidence mindset coaching, and I'm always helping individuals work through the healing process. And so these two misconceptions that I'm going to reveal to you today are misconceptions that I'm often helping clients debunk so they can freely go through the healing process, accept the struggles that come with the healing, but also see and embrace the progress of their journey as well. Make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel if you want to learn more things that connect to all things mental health and mental wellness. And let's get into these two misconceptions. Now, first things we have to do is we got to make a mindset shift. Because the one reason why, or the main reason why, you may be getting tricked or caught up by these misconceptions is because of the mindset you have about healing. So here's misconception number one: healing has a deadline. I should be healed by X time. I should only be in therapy for 6 months. I should be able to overcome this, get over it by X date, right? That's one misconception. Putting a date on your healing. Second misconception is, well, once I heal, I'm done healing. Once I heal in this area, I will never have to go back to that ever again. One and done. I'm good, healed, fixed, cured. Never have to deal with it ever again. Can we go through why these misconceptions are causing you to feel frustrated about your healing process, causing you to feel discouraged, causing you to just get caught up in the struggles that come along with healing? Because I'm not going to lie, healing is a process and it's a journey. And you're going to hit a lot of challenges. You're going to go through an emotional roller coaster. But that journey that you go through is also going to open your eyes to new ways of thinking, new ways of seeing the world, and helping you to be able to manage your emotions, manage relationships in healthier ways. So here's the mindset shift that you have to begin to embrace to really debunk these misconceptions. Healing is a full-time job. There are no days off. You might be thinking, girl, that is harsh. Yes, it is, because the reality of it is healing does not end. Let's talk about the truth about healing. First, the truth about healing is that it's an ongoing process. It cannot be rushed, and it's not a one and done thing. You have to allow yourself to take the time that you need to heal. You have to allow yourself to be able to accept that you can't jump from step 2 to step 20. You have to go through step 3, 4, and 5, or levels 3, 4, and 5 before you get to levels 6, 7, and 8, right? And so you can't rush it. And it's not this one and done, I start here, I end here, and never have to heal ever again or work on healing ever again. No, it is forever evolving because you're forever evolving as a human being. That's the truth. Here's the reality. The reality is you may be working on healing, and I work with my clients about this I help my clients understand this all the time when I'm working with them, right? Because there's many times where we are working on a specific area of healing because that's the specific season they are in their life. And we work through, we do the work, they get to a very healed and healthy place with it. And then weeks later, months later, right? life happens and they're in a new season, they're dealing with new challenges, and they find themselves going back to those old habits. And they often come to therapy feeling exhausted, feeling defeated, feeling frustrated with themselves because they're like, I can't believe I went back to those old habits. I thought I was done with this. I thought I was over with dealing with those types of thinking and habits. And here I am doing it again, right? But here's the reality. The reality is when you're healing for the things that you're facing within that moment. You're healing based on the season that you're in that moment. And when that season is done and you enter a new season, you're going to deal with new challenges. Challenges that you never faced before, challenges that are unexpected. And just by default, right? Just by how our brain works and its main purpose is to protect us, it's going to immediately recognize danger, emotional danger, physical danger, whatever that danger is, right? This you're no longer feeling psychologically safe. And so your brain is going to immediately say, danger, danger. We got to go back to how we know how to protect ourselves in this moment. And that is those old habits. And so that's the reality that you may heal in one season. You may gain the skills to be able to maneuver issues in this one season. And when you end that and enter a new season, it is possible that you will go back to old habits, but that doesn't mean regression. Because here is the good news. The good news is that the skills that you've developed throughout your healing process. This is why it's important to go through the healing. Because as you work on healing, as you work through the different things that the past hurts, right? And how to heal from those past hurts, you learn skills that equip you with how to deal with your emotions, how to deal with stressful situations, how to recover and think and perceive situations that you're in that are challenging. You gain this emotional muscle where you can be able to sustain different types of emotions that you weren't able to sustain before. And as a result of those skills that you've built, you will be able to then use those in your new season. So even if you regress and you go back to old habits, you now have these new skills that you are now learning how to apply to these new challenges. So the good news is you never start from scratch. Matter of fact, when you face these new challenges, your perception is totally different because you have been working through your healing. And you have to recognize and acknowledge that before my healing, I probably would have looked at this totally differently. Before my healing, I would have not even caught myself. I wouldn't even recognize that I was engaging in my old habits. I wouldn't even allow myself to forgive or look at my mistakes without shaming myself. And here I am recognizing that, hey, I was able to recognize it in the moment. I was able to work on changing it in the moment or after the fact. That's healing. And so, yes, it's a full-time job. There's no days off because the moment you take off is the moment you stop healing. And so if you want to continue to heal, you need to continue to work. You need to continue to do the work and put the work in. But again, remember the truth. The truth is there's no deadline. So don't rush yourself. Don't rush your process. Remember that the reality is that as you're going through different seasons, you may find yourself going back to old habits because you're facing something new that you weren't ready for, or you didn't recognize, or threw you off, right? Or is a transition that is really causing a lot of chaos or disruption in your world, and so just naturally, your instinct may go to old habits, but that's okay because the good news is that you can now use your new skills from your healing process to apply to these new challenges. So I hope that was helpful for you. Hope that helped you reframe your thinking about healing, helps you let go of those misconceptions that's giving you false and unrealistic expectations about your healing process, so you can really allow yourself to enjoy the journey of your healing process. I would love to hear from you. Comment below if any of this connects with you. Make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel so that you can continue to get more amazing nuggets to help you throughout your healing process and help you with your mental and emotional well-being. And until I see you again, make sure you be bold, be safe, and speak life.